Live from Metroplex Studios, you are now listening to the Geeks of Retro, featuring Retro Randy and Renjimus Prime.
Hey guys, we're here today to work on the Alero project. I'm Renjimus Prime with the Geeks of Retro, and today what we're going to teach you how to do is how to remove a trunk lid. Not really that hard. The reasoning behind why we're removing this one is because we're wanting to go with a more smooth look. This one here has a factory wing, so instead of having to weld up the holes after we remove the wing, it's easier. I just happened to find a trunk lid at a junkyard, and that had no wing on it, so it works great for us, and it'll hopefully help some of y'all out that might need to have remove your trunk lid. Now to start things off, you will need a 10 millimeter socket. Deep well, or a deep well is more preferred, just so that way you're not slipping off your bolts here. Just 3/8 drive ratchet, you know, nothing fancy. Just make sure that you can take your bolts off. The next tool that you will need is just a small screwdriver, and it's only for removing your plugs, and so that way you're not killing yourself trying to get them off. The only other tool that you'll need for it will be if you need to replace your trunk lock. Like if you don't have a key with the new trunk lid, you want to retain the old key for your trunk lock, then you will need a drill, because the drill or the key latch has actually got pop rivets, and you'll have to drill out those pop rivets, and then you'll have to re-pop rivet the new lock back into place. On our car, on this one here, we're actually going to be shaving the trunk lock, so I will not be putting mine back on. But I will walk you step by step through on how to get this done. So give me the first stage here is you're going to be, this is your bolt here. It is a 10 millimeter bolt. Again, very not too fancy, just something that holds it in here. You're going to have two right here, and then you're going to have two on the other side. Basically, these are what they call your trunk arms. These here is pretty much the whole history of the trunk. This is what holds it up. You'll have two lateral bars that run underneath that are attached to your trunk arms. It's what basically act as metal springs that basically take the tension off the trunk lid and make it so it can be raised up. Now, to start everything off here, of course, you know you're going to want to remove your bolts here. But before you do that, this wire here, you're going to have to make sure you release. So you use your small screwdriver, and you come down in here and just lift. And there you go. Just remove these little tabs. Now, I know on our new trunk lid, I'm not going to have these tabs on the trunk lid, so I'm going to have to find a way to get these off here to put them on the new trunk lid. If you're getting one out of a junkyard, as I got mine actually from like a body shop that was going out of business, so he'd already pre-removed it. So if you're getting it from a junkyard, just make sure you keep these little plastic tabs on here. It keeps everything cleaned up. You don't have wires hanging out. And see, you just stick it in there, twist until it lifts up, and there you go. Now my wires are clear and ready to come off. Alright, now, next step. This plug right here is what runs your taillight light. As you can see here, this one's all haggard up, but whatever. You just take your screwdriver, press and push, and it should just pop right out. There you go. Now that is done, I can go over here, up on the top. I'll fold this down for you. See this little rubber O-ring? Just lift and pull. And there you go. Now your wire's out of the way. So now you can reuse this wire back into your trunk lid. And now we'll kill the video here. Alright guys, as you're seeing here, what we're looking at is the trunk latch. If you look right here, this bolt here, and this bolt over here, I don't know if I can actually point at it right there, those are the two bolts you're going to have to remove. A 10 millimeter bolt, and now whenever the only other thing you got to worry about is this little clip right here. You just use your little screwdriver, pop that in there, and there you go. You pull, and then this wire comes right out. Alright guys, now whenever you get to this point here, here's your trunk lock. Again, with your key. If you need to salvage this, go ahead. Like I said, we're going to be removing it entirely. These rivets here are what you're going to have to drill out, so we're going to go ahead and knock that out here. Almost got one there. that's what you needed. See how that piece came off? Once it goes, ow, that's a little hot. But see now you have an opening. Now the cool thing is you can, if you don't want to pop ribbon that, you can use like a small flat bolt and nut and whatnot. Just make sure you put a lock washer on there. We'll go ahead and drill out the second one. There we go. Now, this piece is almost ready.
Go.
All right, now that we've got the bolts removed, we got the wires pulled, we got our trunk latch pulled out of the trunk lid, we're going to go ahead and lift her up. You ready?
Yep.
And there we go. There's one side, and there's two. The white foamy stuff coming out of it is that, like I said, that great stuff that we use to seal it. All right, so now we're going to set the trunk lid over here. As you can see, it's the same thing. Just one has a wing, one doesn't have a wing. So go ahead and grab the set aside, brother. Put the grass all on it from us mowing the grass yesterday. And bird squawky. Yay! And there, all you do is lift it up, set it back in there, set it back down till the holes line up. Now the one thing you want to remember whenever you're doing this is to make sure that you don't tighten these down all the way until you've aligned your trunk lid. And the reason being is because not every trunk lid's the same. So remember, as he's got there, you got the 10 millimeter ratchet. So make sure that, like I said, you want to make sure that you tighten them down enough so that way you can fit your trunk lid. And then right before you tighten it completely down, just like lining up a hood or anything else, you're going to want to make sure that you make sure everything's lined up, and then you tighten everything down. All right, guys. So as you can see, we've got the trunk lid on now. Nice smooth finish here. Again, $20. I really couldn't complain on this trunk lid. It's got a little ding here, nothing major. Next segment we'll go ahead and show you how to put the tail lights and headlights and stuff back in. But I know what we're going to be doing is a little bit more custom and whatnot, so no big deal. Either way, thank you again for watching us. You can check us out at thegeeksretro.com. For more information, detailed photos, things like that. You can also listen to us live on mixler.com/thegeeksretro every night, Monday through Friday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can also like us on Facebook.com/thegeeksretro. You all have a wonderful evening.